First movie I would like to talk about is Mortal Kombat. Everybody was excited about this movie. Finally, to see the fatalities on the big screen. Well, it sucked and turned out to be more like a rated R Power Rangers. Just picture that. It's morphin' time, and then the Red Ranger pulls his fucking sword out and cuts the monster's head off. Sounds cool, come out cheesy. I will say, Kano made the fucking movie. He was great. Some of the acting was okay, but for them to get their powers and be able to switch them on and off and stuff, man, I did not like that. I didn't like the tattoo ideal. It was just very cheesy and shitty, and the story was not good. I prefer the old one. And if you want a rated R Power Rangers movie, watch The Guyver. Now that's a cool fucking movie. Mortal Kombat 1.5 cockroaches. So I watched The Green Knight recently. Beautiful movie. I love their use of colors and contrast in that movie. It was very, very well shot. The acting was top notch. I kind of enjoyed it, but I can see how most people would think it's boring as fuck. Also, just saying, the jizz scene made me feel a little awkward when I was watching it in theater. I just kind of looked around like, that was jizz. Right on. The other thing I will say is that even though it was a very beautiful movie, very well directed, acting was top notch, I enjoyed watching the old 80s Excalibur better. Green Knight. 2.5 cockroaches. So because of the hype around the Green Knight, I went back and watched the movie Excalibur from the 80s, also an R-rated King Arthur type movie. It was a bizarre fucking movie. It really was. Sex scenes, gore, over-the-top acting. I'll say that the effects didn't age that well, but I love practical special effects. The fucking fake blood and everything. Fucking love it. Really bizarre movie though. The fucking bad guy, King Arthur's son, with the fucking baby face or cherub or whatever the hell it was. Creepy as fuck. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It's a pretty wild movie, and even though, like I said, it's old and the acting's not as good, I enjoyed watching it. Actually better than I enjoyed watching The Green Knight. Excalibur. 3 cockroaches. Free Guy went to the theaters with my family to see this movie. It was cute, funny, almost a family movie, and they had to throw in some raunchy shit that I was very uncomfortable with my daughter hearing. But they enjoyed it nonetheless. I, on the other hand, just thought it was okay. It seemed original on the surface. It really wasn't. Felt a lot like Tron, Ready Player One, and even The Truman Show a little bit to me. So I didn't really think it was all that original. I did enjoy Ryan Reynolds' acting and some of the others' acting in this movie. There's some scenes I also enjoyed, like the buddy cop scene where the guy had the blue suit with the mustache and the other had a fucking pink bunny suit on. That was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. What I didn't enjoy, though, was the scene towards the end of the movie where Ryan Reynolds pulls out a fucking Captain America shield and has a Hulk fist and then even pulls out a lightsaber. And everybody knows why they did this, all because of the freaking Fox merger, and it's bullshit. I wish they would have let the movie stand on its own. Free Guy. 2 cockroaches. So I streamed the movie in net the other day. Creepy fucking movie. Even though it's a musical, scared the shit out of me. That fucking baby doll that's supposed to be their baby, fuck that shit. That gave me nightmares. And top it off, I didn't know it was a musical. I watched the fucking trailer. I was like, oh man, that looks cool. My wife likes Adam Driver. You know, he seems to be a pretty good actor. Fucking just weird and fucking creepy. Like The Green Knight though, visuals were very superb. Love the look of this movie. The acting was good, and I really enjoyed the parts where Adam went full cannibal on his wife. There's nothing like a good tasting woman, if you ask me.
Annette, 3 cockroaches.
Reminiscence. Fuck that movie, man. Fuck that movie right up the ass. Fucking girls think they can go around fucking causing guys to fall in love with them and shit and just ghost them. That's some fucking bullshit and happens way too much. Actually, I really like this movie. It's very, that threw me off. I really like this movie. It has a very cyberpunk, tech-noir feel to it. And I really dig that genre, like Blade Runner and stuff like that. It seemed a little more closer to our timeline than movies like Blade Runner and stuff like that did, or even like Demolition Man. It kind of has a Total Recall type feel to it to me. So it's not completely original, but with the acting, the visuals, it was paced very well. The only thing is I don't know how many times I'll actually rewatch this movie. But all in all, I really enjoyed it.
Reminiscence, 3.5 cockroaches.
Black Widow. I went into this movie thinking it was going to be one of my faves of the Marvel Universe. I was really anticipating this movie. I mean, I love espionage movies. I love Russian folklore, and I am a huge fan of Scarlett Johansson, obviously. And it was just boring to me. Like, I really couldn't keep my interest in it. It had 2 very weak main baddies. The choreography honestly could have been way better. I absolutely hated how they did Taskmaster. He was one of my favorite comic book characters, especially visually, and they fucking blew it on the visuals and they blew it on the character development in general. Now, I will say I did like the Red Guardian, though. That was really the only thing I enjoyed about the movie.
Black Widow, 2 cockroaches.
The Suicide Squad. This was my favorite out of this list of movies, probably. I liked a lot of things about this movie. Its pacing, its use of colors, the character build-up. Like Bloodsport and Peacemaker work perfect together. They're basically the same damn character, and they even joke about this fact. Except one is a lot more broody and the other is like a bizarro version of it. They even express this with the colors in the movie. Like Bloodsport wears darker tones, Peacemaker wears these brighter, almost like Captain America type look, and it contrasts very well together. The whole movie actually contrasts very well together. You have a bunch of bright characters like the fucking kaiju starfish from outer space that just wants to be left alone. And then the dark, gritty city that it is fucking destroying. The whole movie is full of contrast like that, and it is fucking beautiful. I gotta talk about the Weasel too, man. He is barely in that movie, and he stole the show. Has no lines, so ugly and just fucking nasty looking. He kind of looked like my rat Marv when he would get wet in his water bowl. Just fucking disgusting looking.
The Suicide Squad, 4 cockroaches.
And last, and also least, The Witcher, Nightmare of the Wolf.
The Witcher, Nightmare of the Wolf. Only 1 cockroach.